Hi, I'm Rachel, and I'm here with Group 4, Tavita, Eric, and Brianne to talk about our marketing assessment of University of Utah Health. So first, we're going to go over the specific branding for the University of Utah Health. We tried to look into what the University of Utah Health is putting out as who we are. So for their identity, they've promote their award-winning accolades, specialty programs, genomic advances, and they do this through their unique logo where they have the DNA strand in the red U. Their purpose is patient centered, community focused. They're a teaching facility. They strive for equity and diversity. Their differentiation is that they're well accomplished. They provide quaternary care, which is specialized medicine, academic research, and then leading edge care and technologies. And then their experience that they promote personal, lifelong, and that it's close to home. So, our evaluation of the branding that we found strengths are obviously their accolades. They are very well accomplished and have made astronomical medical advances in the field. They do have a pretty unique logo. A lot of other hospital systems will just have some sort of icon off to the side of the name, where the University of Utah Health was able to incorporate a unique image. They do promote a pretty specific tone throughout all of their brands that is patient centered, focused. It does feel neighborly, very focused on the community. And then they have a strong affiliation with the University of Utah. Their weaknesses, despite their best efforts, they do seem to lack diversity and culture throughout their promotions and advertisements that they've got out. They do have similar goals to other hospital systems. So even though, yes, we want hospitals to all be patient focused, it doesn't stand out. Their imaging is very, very similar to the University of Utah. And so it does make it difficult to find which part is part of the school or the teaching side versus the actual health system. And then as we navigate specialties with their brand, they have so many different specialties, obviously, but they aren't able to differentiate between which ones are focused or incorporated with the University of Utah Health versus the Huntsman Cancer Center. And so that does make it difficult to communicate their brand.
My name is Brianne, and I am focusing on the messaging and voice section within the marketing project for the University of Utah. So our main focus here at the University of Utah is serving our patients' needs, and that can have a whole range of variety on what that could entail and what that could focus on. So some of the things that we've noticed is that the University of Utah promotes world-class healthcare in our neighborhood, and that ranges along the Wasatch Front within University of Utah Health hospitals as well as community clinics. And we also have quite a few affiliate within different hospitals and clinics as well. And another focus of ours is going to be towards excellent in patient care education and research. So there's a couple of different focuses that we have. We do have the focus on research as well as education. Both of those are because, or in part because we are also an academic center. So we do have that helpful side of the University of Utah health system that there is current research being done right now. We do have that within the academic side, as well as there is also a research clinic within the pretty close to the University of Utah Hospital. And then another thing that we want to focus on is the patient experience. So we do focus on quality of care and giving that patient a great outcome, as well as timely and relatable messaging and compassionate and empathetic tones. So we focus on a few different things, but they're all kind of intertwined within the University of Utah Health, as well as patient experience, as well as the academic side with the research aspect of healthcare. And then focusing on our strengths and weaknesses that we have noticed just with the messaging and voice within this project. Some of the strengths are their similar voice across social media clinics and pages, that a lot of it is pretty consistent within different departments, within different hospitals, within different social media avenues such as Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube or various social medias. as well as well-produced videography. There's a lot that goes into anything that is done through marketing within the University of Utah, and that includes videography as well. And then inclusivity, we do focus on making sure everybody feels included or welcome here within the University of Utah. And then we're also seeking feedback from the consumers. If you look at our webpage, it does ask for feedback, as well as a big focus of ours is the patient experience. So that is a separate department within the University of Utah for patients to give their experience about their visits that they had. And then there's also multilingual articles and blogs. There are a few different web pages on social media, as well as the web page itself that is in English and Spanish. And there are also other pages that you can select what language you want it to be translated into, and it will translate it fairly quickly. Some of our weaknesses is the tagline is inconsistent, and I have worked at the University of Utah, and until this project, I actually didn't know what our tagline was. So our tagline is "Caring Now, Pioneering for the Future," and that's not something that is very well known, at least to my knowledge, and that's something that we saw that was pretty inconsistent, as well as a lack of general University of Utah Health social media page. So there's different departments, there's different hospitals, different clinics that have their own social media page, but not just a generic one that covers all of it. And with that, there's numerous departments that kind of go hand in hand with what I was mentioning, that they do have their own platforms as well as across various social media pages. And the same posts are posted on every web page, and it is all similar to other healthcare systems. So we did look at IHC system, their website. We also looked at HCA's, Holy Cross, that's fairly bought out a few hospitals within Utah, and they're all fairly consistent in their messaging and their websites as well.
Today I present a review of the University of Utah Health's marketing platform. Our aim is to shed light on the current performance, understand its strengths and weaknesses, and provide a recommendation. In this heading, connecting wherever you are. This approach uses platforms and formats to engage with its consumers and address their individual needs. This ensures that the University of Utah Health remains accessible, engaging, and informative. So within the bullet points, we have the following platforms and formats used to achieve this. The University of Utah Health engages with a wide audience through various platforms, including Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn pages to interact with its consumers, using these platforms to allow interactive posts, feedback, prompt responses, which ultimately improves the brand visibility and brand reputation. Podcast is another platform that uses a format that serves a mobile and time-constrained audience by providing expert interviews, health tips, medical news to foster conversations and a loyal listener community. The 1U Data Science. The University of Utah solidifies its position as a leader in academia, medicine, through scientific research through their insights. The advanced medical science and demonstrates expertise through data-driven findings. The Delphi Project. This is a predictive health analytics initiative that positions the institution as an innovative, future-focused, and it has the potential to revolutionize the patient care and distinguish the university from others. So within the University of Utah Health's website, there's a health feed blog. This dedicated space where patient stories are stored there. You can scroll down and see expert advice. This kind of builds that trust with their patients and consumers. This kind of humanizes the brand. The University of Utah Health engages and educates, which inspires the readers to look through these diverse content from patient recoveries to expert interviews to find more content, the things that they're looking to find. And also the local sponsorships that supports the entities, that highlights the institution's commitment to community and well-being. Some of the sports, Real Salt Lake, they've sponsored the Jazz. They also have some retailers that enhance their image and demonstrate a genuine concern of healthcare. The strengths of the University of Utah Health's marketing platform would include the continuous engagement through social media. That would be the frequency of the posts our patients and the consumers may see, the dedicated social media team to oversee some of the content that are going out and streamlining some of the things that they may see. Presence on LinkedIn, the multilingual social media pages, demonstrating their commitment to serving diverse communities. However, there are some areas that University of Utah Health can improve here, including simplifying their digital footprint, distinguishing themselves from their competitors, such as looking the same as some of the other health centers out there, incorporating more AI technology, staying up to date with the new technology and the things that are happening to improve patient experience and to streamline some of the operations that may improve the way that we deliver some of the content, maybe a little bit more frequent than what we are given right now. So to strengthen the institution's bond, which would be kind of the recommendation here, is the connection to the community, to highlight the community services and collaborations, sharing of the stories and involvement with the patient success that can build trust and reinforce the brand.
I'm going to talk about measuring the marketing success of the University of Utah Health. The U of U Health utilizes multiple marketing mediums. On some of the traditional media of radio, television, billboards, you can see some of the billboards there. They use mass mailers. I received this in the mail a few weeks ago. It's 62 pages of community outreach, and I haven't read a page of it. They also use bus wraps, train wraps. They've really decreased this type of broad marketing, because there really are a couple problems with these marketing campaigns. Number one, it's challenging to measure the success. And this marketing also doesn't target patients or customers when they're looking for healthcare. Marketing must steer that patient to the university, to the hospital, the clinic, when the patient is seeking care. For these reasons, we suggest limiting and continue decreasing the marketing dollars spent in these historical medias. On the flip side, the internet and social media have revolutionized marketing. The University of Utah Health has capitalized on this trend. The marketing department is using keyword search, and they have purchased multiple keywords so that when someone is searching for healthcare, a sponsored search result will populate U of U Health to the top of the user's search. Just a couple examples. It shows a couple Google search results. I typed in hospitals near Salt Lake City and cancer treatment near Salt Lake City, and you can see at the very top of those searches, University of Utah Health was the first search result. One area U of U Health could improve in this is the geographic circle where they purchase the keywords for search engines. I live in Murray, Utah. That's 10 miles south of the University of Utah Hospital. When I searched the same two keywords but changed it from near Salt Lake City to near me, University of Utah hospitals did not appear in any of the searches. U of U Health should appear on everyone's search results in the entire Salt Lake Valley. Utahns don't mind driving a bit for healthcare. The marketing department uses tools like Google Analytics to track what interactions between their patients and their websites and their social media accounts. They measure the conversion rates, like how often somebody watches a video or fills out a form, or how many people are clicking on their keyword search results. The time spent on each website, patient engagement, including comments on the site, the likes, the shares, the clicks. They know the number of followers on each of their social media accounts. When these numbers increase, the marketing department can calculate a return on investment, checking out, did the number of calls to the hospital or clinic visits increase with the number of clicks? So we think that they should continue that. So strengths of the marketing department and weaknesses of the marketing at the University of Utah Health. So strengths, the U of U Health is well known in Utah. It regularly receives high rankings in hospital comparisons. The patient experience department reveals patients are pleased with the care they receive. Weaknesses. We're not sure how to fix this, but when one searches for University of Utah, the top result is the football team. So University of Utah and University of Utah Health are such similar names that it may be confusing for some patients. In social media searches like Google, the keyword search area, it only encompasses Salt Lake City and not the suburbs. This is not a large enough geographical area, so this is a weakness. Provider reviews are really only available on the U of U Hospital website, not on different clinic websites. To see review of providers, patients must sometimes use third-party review sites like Yelp. We suggest U of U should have reviews available on their clinic websites. Our recommendations overall for the marketing department at the University of Utah Health is we need to find a way to differentiate U of U and other similar health systems to expand the brand, the culture, and the patient care beyond Utah. The second, we want to promote community services and interests and maintain a consistent messaging across the marketing platform. And the third, we believe we should have a creative approach to utilization of social media and artificial AI to further the brand's image. Number 4, continue utilizing sponsored ads, increase the reach of keyword searches, and add provider reviews to the University of Utah Health websites. And with that concludes our presentation. Thank you for your time.